Today I'm going to talk to y'all about the core, what the core actually is, how to properly engage the core. So what it consists of is your diaphragm, your abdominal muscles, which is not just what we think of as those six-pack muscles. Those are just a part of your abdominals. So those are your rectus abdominis. Then you have your obliques that run this way, and then your deep abdominal muscles, your transverse abdominal muscles, which are a huge helper in stability. And then you also have your multifidus muscles. They're the ones that run along your spine that help with stability. And then you also have the muscles of your pelvic floor. So there's a lot going on when it comes to core work and stabilization. So when it comes to engaging our core, like I said, there's a lot going on. So it's a lot more complex than you'll hear a lot of people sort of tighten your tummy, and a lot of people, I think, gut wrench reaction is to push out. But pushing out is not the sensation that we're wanting to do. That can create something called intra-abdominal pressure, and it pushes down on your pelvic floor, which we don't want, or up into your diaphragm, which just further disrupts your whole core. So we want to make sure we're doing it properly, and it involves our pelvic floor, our back, our abdominals, and our breathing. Our breathing is a huge component into coordinating it with the movements that we do and also with the engagement of our core. So the first thing that we're going to do is focus on our breath. So just to understand that the movement that we're going to be doing, so take a deep breath, inhale to expand, not shoulder breathing, but to expand and fill up your body. And then as we exhale, we're going to deflate. So we're inhaling, exhaling. Now, as far as engaging our core with that breath, when we inhale is what we do to prepare for an exercise. And as we exhale, think of exhale to exertion. So for the difficult part of the exercise is when we exhale and engage our core. So just as far as practicing the actual engagement of the core without an exercise, take that deep breath, inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to engage our pelvic floor and core. So we're lifting up our pelvic floor up and in, and we are thinking of pulling our belly button up and into our diaphragm. Question you might be asking yourself is, what the heck does it mean to engage your pelvic floor? But the sensation that you're going for is, so when you're using the bathroom, you're going pee, and if you were to stop your urine midstream, you would pull up those pelvic floor muscles. And assuming that that's a 100% contraction, what it takes to stop your pee, when we're doing core breathing and core work, we are not needing to do it that hard. We want to be like at a 30% contraction when we're doing that. So you're not just like super engaging. So we're lifting up our pelvic floor up and in, and we are thinking of pulling our belly button up and into our diaphragm, getting everything tight and stable. So that is when we would do the movement. And then inhale, exhale. And I'm also going to show you guys a different view of me lying on the ground so you can really watch what my belly is doing. Inhale to inflate, exhale to deflate, and engage our core. So now, for example, I'm going to show you guys a deadlift, which is not something that you think of a core exercise, but when you start to coordinate your breathing with any movement, any exercise that you do, it automatically becomes a core exercise, which is super cool. So I know you can't see my head because it's cut off, but bear with me. So I'm inhaling as I lower to grab the weights, inhaling to prepare. Then I exhale, get tight, lift. Inhale to lower, exhale. So when we get our breath correct, it is going to automatically engage our core, get our back and body stable. It's going to prevent injury. Core work is awesome.